momentum back for the team. So that's what they're going to be doing here. And Boom Esports to get the lineup again, and BTR on the other end. That is what they're going to be going for this game. But, okay, I saw the problem with BTR's lineup. They don't have a lot of damage here, Kin.
I agree. Everything falls onto the RD as well as the Yang Jie here. At the same time, the wave clear in laning, it pretty much favors almost everyone on the side of Boom.
Yeah, that's true. And that's going to be the problem here. If ever they are very tanky, yes. But if they're not going to be able to do it, Lanfeng, Striking Troop has been used. And you can see the steal that they're doing here with Carl. He just got away with it.
All right. I mean, this is early game loss for sure, right? BTR, there's no response. Danny should be able to get this Firehawk as well, but here comes the numbers from the side of Bigetron. They will wrestle control over this Firehawk. That should be given now to the side of Bigetron. A nice recovery, but someone needs to help Zhang-Q. Zhang-Q is not having a great start here.
That's rough. That's rough. One of his buffs got stolen, and nobody was there to help. Nobody checked on the Azure buff a while ago, so not a great start, especially for somebody who doesn't really have a lot of wave clear.
I mean, they couldn't, right? They were so stuck in this mid lane matchup with Tatsui, who already is able to deal quite a bit of damage. Level 4, here comes the setup.
Yeah, Gorge Mobilization has been used. Not going to be dealing a lot of damage at this early stage. He still has a camp to clear, which is a good thing for him.
Okay, we'll see. Once again, while we're waiting for the big monstrous growth, get your CD key here, flicker in, go into the app, make sure you redeem it, get a Star Stones if you haven't gotten all the heroes as well. In the meantime, BTR looking to put a stand here because Boom is definitely going to win this early game here.
Yeah, they're just going to be taking over the game, especially having a Wild Rider on your team is just so good. Level 5 already on this guy. He's just on such an advantage just because of what he did a while ago. It's going to be a time for them to try and go in, maybe deal some damage. More mobilization was used, even the heal coming in from draw. Still pretty early, they don't have a lot of damage yet.
Yep. This is just a movement to make sure that they have secured the space for their Azure Golem, right? You cannot give it twice to the side of Boom.
Yeah, now they're all in a good spot. Just got back right here, and Danny and Lanfeng on their own world here, trying to fight each other for now in the bot side. But as we are seeing, BTR is happy with what's happening. If no kills are happening, we're okay with this. They're on a very comfortable position.
Yeah, because Boom actually needs to be the one pressing, right? They need to create the pressure here. And that's going to be really important because you want to have that early game lead. You want Carl to be the monstrous jungler that he needs to be to deal with both Bao and Zhang-Q. Meanwhile, the rest of the team can benefit off of this. Tatsui just getting his skills down with the auto attacks as well. He hits like a truck at this point, but they need the setup.
Yeah. Most important point here is going to be on the objectives, because most likely Boom will be happy on taking those fights because of the advantage that they have. So BTR, what are they going to do? Are they going to contest it or no? It's going to be up in 30 seconds.
Okay, 30 seconds is a... not too long, not too short, but Bao did use his ultimate, so he's not going to have his taunt for the 4-minute take if Boom really want to start it right now.
Yeah. Right now we have 15 seconds. And they're already posturing themselves on the top side of the map. I think Meggy is going to be happy about that fight. That is going to happen. The wave has been cleared. Zhang-Q trying to go for the force here, but 5 seconds. They have to clear this wave first before they go for this fight. And now they go in. Unleash the Hound was used. Propped again. Carl not in position. Doesn't have the HP, and Zhang-Q is very healthy, so they can go for this easily. Do they have the timing right? They have the Heaven and Earth form right there on Zhang-Q. Nobody's going to be able to steal this. Gets the stun on Carl. But what a great Wings of Judgment here from Tatsuri just to push everybody away.
Yeah, but Lanfeng did secure it for the side of Bigetron, right? So this is going to be a great start for them at this point of the game. They are managing to even out the gold advantage here. And this is not a good sign for Boom. They're slowly losing control of this early game lead that they're supposed to have.
Yeah. But now this is the time that they can push, right? This is the time for them to go for those sieges because they don't have the tower protection anymore. So it's time for them to find a way to find an opening on the map for a tower to take down.
that's true, right? And in terms of like goal difference, the biggest difference maker here seems to come in the form of the farm lane and the clash lane. And that's a big concern. If Lanfeng wins a solo 1v1 against Boom Esports' Danny, then this is not going to look good at all.
And that's not good because we want them to win. I mean, Danny is not going to have a good time here. He's going to be flashing away. Unleash Hound was there, but Zonq was able to get in. A lot of damage going to come through. Lanfeng is going to be the next target here. Miggy wants to go in. Not a lot of HP, but they are still healthy enough to go for this next fight if ever they want to. Lay Waste is available for Ball. And now the pull pulls Carl in. They got the Lay Waste on him, but there's no follow through from the side of BTR. And this gives an opening for them to go for the push here on the mid lane.
Yeah, lovely move by Miggy here, making sure the wave clear is here. But Lanfeng 1v1 against Tatsuri, not the best idea at this point. He wanted to get some free damage. And Miggy's just making sure that the pacing of Boom Esports is just a little bit quicker because Bigetron can't really catch up at this point in time.
Yeah, under the tower almost got there. But right now on the top side, at least Ball was able to get there in time so that nobody would be able to get in a good spot. I think Zonq might be able to get the kill here on Danny, trying to use the Unleash the Hound, but a lot of things are in front of him, so he's not going to be able to dash in.
Yeah, lovely reverse play from the side of Boom, putting the numbers into work as well. And like we said, they shred towers like it is like cotton candy. So Bigetron, they lose a T1 at the bottom. That was what they wanted to do. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So Boom Esports secure a little bit of a gold advantage here.
Yeah, that's interesting because they are the ones who are getting pushed around by Zonq, but they were still able to get the tower anyway. And they won't even be able to trade it up with the tower top side because Miggy is here to protect it.
I mean, they can just take it for free. And now Miggy has been caught.
Yeah, gonna go for the fight ball. Slow down coming in from the frozen breath from Tatsuri is enough to just force them out of the picture here. Danny having a 1v1 with Lanfeng, but he still got the kill anyway. What a great start here for them, and now the tower is gonna go.
Yeah, instant reversal by Bigetron. The robots are making their move. The T1 at the bottom falls. T1 at the top is going to fall as well. Lanfeng doing the structural damage. Bao looking for a catch here, but it's Zonq now in a 2v1 situation. Not ideal for him, but the pull away is great. Bigetron, they want more damage on the T2 instead.
Yeah, great position right here from their side though. It's working their way towards it. I think right now Boom still doesn't have the damage that they're looking for in order to shred Ball and Zonq, which is why they're struggling if ever a team fight is going to be called here by BTR.
Yeah, and every single time Gen Myth has his ultimate, the Unending Sorrow, then it's a little bit difficult because the heals will come through. Right now, it's just a, topsy-turvy pendulum swing for both teams about getting that map control here because they're taking turrets left and right, but it's benefiting Bigetron more at this point.
Yeah, right now they have to be very careful about it. I was kind of expecting that Boom will be the ones who are going to be getting the tower advantage here, but because of the respect that they're going to be having here, they are putting a lot of people on the top side. Ball is also in action for this, while the Tyrant is gonna get taken by BTR also, so there is nothing that Boom was able to get there.
Yep, they have to secure their own resources in the jungle at this point. Azure Golem going to be secured by Carl as 5 members here in the middle lane. They want to protect this T1. And here's the little thing that's really hard to do. Boom actually want to trade with neutral objectives or maybe get a good team fight, but BTR is not allowing that to happen at all.
Yeah, they're not even giving them any of that space in order for them to take it. Using the time flux to get more space, getting the speed to get to the bottom lane faster than Boom Esports. That is enough for them to take the tower though. And now they're gonna go in, Lay Waste was used, and now the pullback on Danny, even with a flash, it's not enough, and BTR are just gonna be taking it over. I thought he's gonna click it, because that could have been a kill on draw.
Yeah, it definitely was a big play from the side of Bigetron, right? Very clear game plan. Let's put the numbers in front. We want to push Boom back. And if they're trying to fight us off, we will take the fight. They got the T2 right now. They want more. The T3 open. Silence coming in.
Yeah, time flux is used again together with the time lapse. They're going to clear the wave. Carl got pulled back. But is it a good thing? Wings of Judgment is there to just whittle down the HP here from the side of BTR. They were not able to push here.
Yeah, but look at the value of the time flux, right? The extra movement speed, the health rebate coming in from the damage of Boom. And once again, they get the wave clear. And this is where Bigetron's strengths start to shine.
It's very good, honestly. And now, BTR looking for that takedown on that Tyrant. Even Lanfeng is the only one here. They even put Zankyo on the top side of the map so they know if the Overlord is going to get taken. But Boom didn't go for it.
They can't, right? This is such a smart movement by Bigetron, right? Because there's a wave pushing at the bottom side. Now, if you choose a fight, you might be putting yourself at risk of losing the T3, which is a more dangerous pain. And Boom Esports now, they're being cornered by the side of Bigetron. They're going to put their members down near this Shadow Overlord because they don't want to allow them to take it. Boom, going to be repressed and pushed back as they create room for Lanfeng to not only get the farm, but get a split push going as well.
Yeah, Boom taking their time here, waiting for that Daybreaker on Danny. Danny has been the constant target here from BTR, which is why it was hard for them to get any form of damage in the game. Because the Time Flux has just been regenerating the damage coming in from the Wings of Judgment. Now onto the backline, I think they might be going for this. That's enough zoning from Zankyo to just push away Boom out of that first tier tower.
Yeah, they don't really care. They already have the positive in terms of turret trades. Zankyo now just pushing them back so they can get a little bit more pressure on the T2 at the top. It's going to be a trade at this point. I don't think BTR loses the T2. Okay, they will. This T2 at the bottom.
Yeah. Now, because the minions were there, I think they're not going to be losing it, right? Oh man, I think they will. Never mind, but right now BTR is just positioning themselves on the top side just so the Overlord could be taken here after this Primal Bond.
Yeah, so smart from the side of Bigetron. That initial wave clear at the top means now Boom have to choose, and the choice is very clear. You go for the wave clear. You don't contest this until you clear the wave because you don't want to lose a T3 at this point. It's a 2,000 goal lead for Bigetron, not the biggest, but it is sufficient.
Yeah, but it is looking really badly here for the side of Boom Esports because the map is all over for the side of BTR. They're the ones just taking over, just making sure that nobody from Boom Esports would be able to fight back. And with the Shadow Vanguard on their hands again, double objectives already on their hands, it's gonna be hard for Boom to get away from their base.
It definitely is, right? Because even though there is only a singular kill onto Lanfeng's hands here, he's about 3,000 gold ahead of his counterpart. Danny is not having a good game. And with the tankiness on the side of Zankyo, aided by Bao. Bao has been landing a lot of those ultimates lay waste.
Yeah, there's always been the catch here, right? Always been the catch of Bao, Zankyo. It's hard for him to survive on most of these team fights, and even if he tries to come back, look at this, the time flux is enough to push forward. Gorge Mobilization was used onto the backline just for them to go for the push, and this is looking good for them. The timing's just right. HBR is still very healthy here for the team. The Wings of Judgment is there, but Twilight with his ult is just tickling down Tatsuri. But it's not enough to take down the tower, but the T2 in the mid lane is down.
You have the heals coming in from F1, the time flux coming up from the Sunlin pick, all just bending time and bending reality at this point. BTR can go for more.
Oh no, this is not a good position right now. Carl has been pulled back with a lane waste together with Tatsuri. They both fall down, and that is the call here for BTR. They could go for the end. Oh, the towers are pushing. Boom Esports are having a hard time in order for them to fight back. They even use the ultimate right now. Mickey trying to make sure that they try to finish this in their favor, but it's not going to happen. BTR is going to finish this, and this game goes to BTR.
Nice! From the side of Bigetron, the robots, they will do their job here. The Red Giants will make this secondary win be in their favor. So the scoreline now is 2-1. Bigetron